Yo, what is going on, everybody? Last time we had a pretty tough episode, to be honest. We ended up deranking into Division 2. So hopefully we can bring it back today. Sticking to this, honestly, you know, there was mistakes made. I didn't play, no one plays perfectly. But I really do feel still that we did enough to win. So hopefully we just continue playing the percentages and it should just pay off. It should just give us those wins. Alright, here we go into first. It took a while to find that game, surprisingly. Although it is, I guess, the middle of the day. We have the Stifler. Hey, I wonder if he's from American Pie. I don't know if you've seen American Pie. Absolutely brilliant film series. And Von Zeet against the Jamesy, Troll Jager, and Bolu. Alright, we're back in business now. I'd looked away for a little bit. Let's see if we can make this save. Oh my god. That was a delayed touch. But yeah, as long as we're in the right position goal side, you know, we can always do the backflip there. You know, the backflip works really well with high momentum. So if he hits it hard, which he does, it's really easy to do a quick backflip. If he hits it weaker, you have to actually do a floating backflip. And again, we're just going to get the save. This is no problem at all. We're just in the right spot to make these saves here. You can see it's a little bit confusing, but that should be it. Oh, I'm so sorry. There we go. Nice shot. I tried to be sneaky there and put it to the far side where no one was. I saw everyone was thinking there was going to be a front post shot. You saw him collapse. I just hit the inside of the post there, and it came out. Thank you very much. So yeah, a couple of good early saves, and then we managed to get a difficult shot for the opponents to save. We're just going to try and keep to the same thing here. Again, they've just sort of left us wide here. So their main shooter here, we're going to side flip to grab that boost instantly into a boost to push forward, and then we're going to fake to turn away, leave it for our teammate. They're actually under no pressure. Yeah, their main scorer here, or shooter, is James. He's had all of their shots, so he's just managing to sort of penetrate through this midfield. And a lot of the reason for that is because we don't really have anything going on defensively. They're pushing quite high, but I don't really mind that always. Depending on what you're getting, you know, who you're with. Sort of stay middle. I see my teammate turn. I feel like I'm in a better position. I'm going to go up, but I'm not going to take it. And there we go. They just give the ball away to my teammate, who can take his time there. My other teammate's on it, I think. Yep. Well, we got to go for this, but we can't now, I was going to say, because they're still close. We're going to come out here, and this is going to play to the side. We're just going to double jump it over the top. Hopefully they flick it, which they do. Then we can try and tap it over to the Von Zeet. Oh, he should have took that shot, in my opinion. He was definitely close enough, and actually faking how he did. If they did shoot it, would have been a goal. So he should have just took that shot. There was nothing to lose in that situation. Teammates should not have turned like that and took that boost. They should have just left that and come back to the back post. That's why we're getting stacked quite heavy. You see, we've had every save here, 4 saves. And just because they're just turning. They're just turning and sort of disregarding fundamental positioning, as always. We always see here. Really good shot again from James. We're just going to play it to the other side this time. That's really risky. Hopefully teammate gets it. Nice. I've got no boost here at the back. Although they've got one out there, which is Troll. It's going to be difficult, this is. This is about to spawn. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Might give me enough. Maybe I shouldn't have waited that, but I had the timing down because I looked at the clock as soon as it goes. There's something you can do. I should probably explain that. You can, when you grab boost or when you see a boost taken that you know you're going to need in a minute, most of the time. Like, you'll just figure out. Nice shot again from James. You can take the time. So 26 right there. So I know at 16, that boost is going to be available. We need a little bit more help here from these two. They've got no momentum. James is actually really good. You see how they got much more momentum than we have? We're going to have to try and... Oh, no, I've messed up. Hopefully teammate saves it. Yes, they do. But we're getting no momentum. No momentum at all here. Yeah, they're just trying to force it out, and that makes it tricky. So we're going to go onto the backboard here, and I'm glad we do. We're just going to jump for that one with a side flip, and then we're going to have to head back. No one's come back. Where the hell's the third? Come on. We're just going to lift that up to give ourselves a break. See how they just keep turning, this distiller? No wonder they've got 0. Like, they're not actually doing anything useful there. They've managed to get a point there, but that's why they're not helping out. We're in a real bad spot again, just because this lack of rotation is forcing us back. So we're basically playing keeper. And that, yeah, it can work, but it can't work forever. We're just going to double jump into that to keep the pressure there, just because there was one at the back. And if they miss that on the back, well, that was actually an open net. They've gone for a wave. That's going up in the air. This is very difficult for them, but they actually managed to do something. See how they just turn again? They've just turned. There's so much turning and no hitting going on. Right, I've got this. So we're just going to... Oh, I actually wanted to front flip there. It seems to be happening quite a lot where I'm jumping and I'm actually double jumping. I don't know if it's my hand, if it's just naturally like just doing that, or if it's like a glitch. So when I press it and hold it, it sometimes will double jump. I'm probably guessing it's me and not my controller. Not as accurate as I once was. Right, we're going to go into the back post here. Nice and deep. Get ourselves some reaction time. We really could go up for that. That's exactly what I was hoping for. We're going to push forward on this. Hopefully we get the boost. We don't. We're going to come up and jab that high. We had to because we were in a high position. And we're going to head out here. Just trying to get a 50. Just keeping our eye on it. There we go. Hopefully they touch this. Okay, not bad. Hard to get angles of attack here. There we go. There's not really anything they can do here. See, there's loads of misses. They're driving backwards now. So we're just going to block it sideways. Boom, grab the boost. We know they're low on boost. And I'm actually going to smack that across to the other side because everyone was on the same side here. We're just going to fake that. Hopefully our teammate goes, we need Distiller. Like, why are they chilling in? Come back, buddy. We've got the lead. Why don't you come back? All right, nice little shot there. Well, it worked out well because they all missed, but they shouldn't have missed. But they really needed to come back there. There was no reason for them to stick on that ball. GG, well played. There was actually nothing to gain there. Because if they don't stay on it, Vonze had outward momentum, so they could have stuck on it, and I could have pushed forward as they were rotated around the back. We would have had more of a chance of scoring, and less of a chance if they did get the hit, which they should have, of conceding. And that was the risk there. So not bad. Get a nice win to start off, but it was difficult. All these games are difficult. All these games are random. This is really hard. It's so tricky. Okay, we're against Jamesy again. Mingu and Smet this time. Cozy and Wabolu, who has a very high ping. And I got to say, James is a good player. I can tell, looking at him, he is a good player. So I'm a little bit like, oh, shame we didn't get him. This is smart from them. If James took that shot, they probably would have scored, actually. Managed to back us both up. We don't want to come off the front post here, coming out of defense. They're in a difficult position. Teammates just shot that, but you see they had nothing into it. You see how they're both sort of collapsing in on this? We're just going to try and side flip there. It should fall to the teammate, and we're just going to get back. Yeah, it's a shame. No, they don't need to go up for this. It was just going to come to me on the ground, but that's fine. You can do that. That's not on, I don't think. No, it's not. And that's how you want it. You always want to get... one of the big things you need to get into, guys, is changing from ball cam to non-ball cam. Now, you can have any speed you want. I prefer 1. You don't have to use 1. I've just always used 1 because... it used to be the thing. A lot of the old score players, you know, we used to do a lot of what they call like the snapshot. We're going to take them out. We're going to look for the bump there because if someone was behind us, that would have been an open net. Thought about turning, not going to lie. Yeah, if I would have hit that demo on the second man too, that would have been a goal most likely. We're going to fake that and boost down. Make them work fast. Then we're going to hit the ball high. And I thought that was in. Not going to lie. I wouldn't have got so close. I thought that was in. But you just see how just shooting that high made them in a difficult spot. Bit unfortunate I didn't get enough dip on it. Okay, they're sticking with it. And we're going to push forward here. We're going to leave. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to leave that mid boost. Hopefully they hit off the ceiling really hard there, you know. That's something you really want to get into the habit of if you've got a team. Just smack it off the ceiling. We're going to fake this. That's fine. You see how they never get anything on it? Teammate comes across. Oh, we've got to be careful there. So, usually those fakes are enough just to make people have real bad shots. Great stuff there from Cozy. And that is going to be a goal there to start us off. I've actually got no points here. We're going to front flip here, get goal side, front flip. We can delay that. As long as a goal side and we delay it, we'll still be all right. They've got the mid boost though, so they're not falling anyone here. I'm actually going to turn in because I just saw the teammate a little bit narrow. I'm going to go again. Just trying to shoot that in. Of course, you know, anytime you do go for a shot, the counter will pretty much always go to your net. Just based on positioning, because you have to generally come to the outside to shoot because you generally don't have too many angles, which is why it's usually better if you can to create some sort of angle. Now they're going to go, I'm going to try and challenge that on their first hit because their first hit's going to lift it. I'm going to look for the demo there, and that should be pretty open at the back for a second. James doing a good job though. I'm not allowing that to happen. A good shot again, and that might be enough. We put the right location on. Yes, we do. Great pass. So it's just about picking the location here. They shoot it on, and then they hit it like a really good hit. So again, there's 2 there, so let's put it to here. Okay, so always play it away from where people are, unless they're very skillful and they've got all their wheels on the ground. If you know they're really high skilled and they got their wheels on the ground, that's when they'll expect you to go to the empty space. So that's when you actually can shoot behind them and shoot to the front post, the near post and stuff like that. Make it really tricky. Instant catch into a flick. We're going to come onto the wall here. That's one out of the game. We're going to bump them. We're going to just try and power slide cut, not to get too far away from an angle that can pinch into our net. So we want to get away from an angle that can pinch into our net, and actually one of the best ways to do that is to either come obviously behind the ball or very side on. We'll take away that pinching angle, believe it or not. Okay, we've got to be real careful here. Everyone's sort of in the thick of it. There's low momentum. And anyone could come in at any time here and create a pinch. There's an open net. There's an open net if they put it in. Yes, there is. And then why is there an open net? I want you to look at this player. Mingu. Right, they're rotating. Do. First of all, those two players shouldn't have double committed like that. One waiting in the net. Second of all, that guy should have rotated to the back post and they would have been fine. It all comes from rotation patterns. It always comes from defensive patterns. Good hit into the air. We're actually going to say... no, we're going to go for... Oh, he's done me there. I was in two minds, and then I realised what he was trying to achieve. And by the time I did, it's alright, we can wait here. Nice save. By the time I realised, it was a little bit too late, but... Oh! That was risky back pass. Oh my god, that was a real rocket of a back pass. That's going to go here. We're not going to go for that. We'll give them a bit of time. They're low on boost here, as you can see. So they're just going to flip-flop, and that's fine. We can take it. Instant flick there to beat the one. And then they're going to end up passing it back to our teammates. So that's sort of what you want to do there. I did hear my teammate on Mr. Boost, which is why I was a bit reluctant to... nice save. I don't think that was in anyway. To take that because I thought, oh, I can see that. Yeah, see? So, a little bit of, again, work on the basics, guys. Sorry. So, work on the basics. So right there, I air rolled down to jump downward to the ground faster to steal that boost. Unfortunately, the last man here, they were in no man's land. And yeah, just missed the save. But fair play. It was a good chase down from them. Pushed us back. We're going to wait at the back post here. We've got to be real careful on the redirect. We're going to go straight away here. Good little second touch. That's going to give us the opening. We missed the shot. Well, we sort of really botched the shot here. We're going to take the back boost. We've got to be real careful. See how they're pushing forward. This is why... you know, sometimes I think when we're winning, it'd be nice to get involved a little bit more, but when you do, they just they fail you to rotate. We're just faking that. See how they're just on it? Like, why are they still on the ball? Wabolu. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they're really confusing me. I'm not gonna lie. With this turning, like Wabolu, I was waiting for them to come to the back post here so I could start pushing out. They come to the front post, then they start turning out again, putting themselves back into no man's land. Yeah, you take the shot. Right, we're going to have to be careful. Back to defensive strategies, I think, then. Bad goalkeeping from me, though. I've missed two easy saves there, to be honest. Although they were well placed. Should definitely save them. So now that Cozy needs to come back. Oh, jeez. See, they just don't come back. They just keep turning into the... I'm actually going to get out the corner. Because people are just turning in the corners. Way more than I'd expect. That's a difficult one. Hopefully Cozy comes back and doesn't just leave me to get shot at. No, they're just going to leave me to get shot at. We're just going to clear it to the opposite side there. Not going to reward them for being in that position. 3 seconds. Hopefully, like 1/6 of the ball and one comes back. We've got to be real careful here. See how they gone into no man's... GG, well played. See how they went into no man's land again. So if they shot that, they were out the game. So they're just so much turning at this rank. So much turning. It's all really hard to read. There we go. Back up to Div 3. We're going for it today, you know. We're really going for it. I don't want any losses. I want to get back to where we were the episode before last. So I'm playing with the same mechanics, but I'm just playing a little bit more snappy. That's the way I could describe it. A little bit more snappy. All right, into game number 3. Let's see if we can keep this win streak up today. All right, it's good that we're not getting any teams as well, which is helping. Kevin Official, NRG, Alita. We've got a Season 14 Grand Champion in Don Nukes, Frangi, and Pablo Cabolo. Hopefully they take that shot. They are actually AFK. Hopefully they don't get this straight in. Good save there. Oh, God, not again. So we're going to go here just to lift it up. They're back. So I went early there just to lift it up, just to help out a little bit. Try and clear the ball. And there's a goal. Yes, it is. Nice shot. So we're just trying to clear that forward. Teammate was AFK at the start. Always a little bit dangerous. They've pinched the ball there really nicely, actually. And it's gone into center. You can just see Frangi in a real bad position. I think we had them last game and they were in a bad position on the corners. They seem to struggle with the corners. This is why, if the ball's coming fast to the corner, maybe don't go to the corner. Think where the ball's going to head to instead. We're going to bounce that. Single jump there. Look at the power of that. See that? He came full speed and I just single jump. Right, I've seen my teammates. I'm just going to try and hit it down towards them and get out of there. So I get above the ball, try side flipping. We're going to clear that. Again, it's what we've always been doing. I'm going to get into the position of the shot here. We're just going to put it away. Again, I'm playing a little bit, thank you very much, a little bit snappier today, guys, because I really want to get the rank up. But it's the same stuff, just done at a faster pace. I'm not changing the mechanics. I'm just doing it a little bit more realistic. 120, you're not going to save it. All right, so I'm just going to reverse back into the this position here. We're going to wait for this shot. Nicely done. We're going to grab this back boost here. Okay, everyone's opened up the middle for us. This isn't good. Now, that could have been risky. Sometimes challenging those can be risky. We're going to wave dash here. Try and fake. That's fine. Yep, good position there. We're going to grab this, but not going to go into the corner. We're just going to fake that. That's fine. We're safe. We're safe. Teammate is right there. Kevin Official. That's a beautiful shot. Jeez. That was on target. That would have been a boomer. We're going to fake that. See how they're going to push forward fast. Hopefully teammate takes the boost. They don't, so we're going to take it. We're just going to jab this up now. We're going to try and come across. Sorry. That was my bad. Should have just side flipped it there. That was definitely my bad. So yeah, to be honest, again, they should have just left that to roll, and then they could have took their time, but they put counter pressure on. Again, that's often where, yeah, it helps them, because you just helped them out by pushing the ball back to them. They actually didn't have as much as you think. We're going to quickly touch this, and then we're just going to go for a jab shot over the top just to make them work. One of them hasn't got boost. We're going to fake this deep. Like, they just faked from a real bad position. It wasn't goal side. They're going to look for this. All right. We're going to come here, and we're just going to hit that downfield. Nice trying to redirect. And we're going to go again, actually. We're just going to hit that back onto the backboard. Make them work again. There's an open net if they can finish it. We're going to come in again. Just put some pressure on. Look for a demo. It's a shame they couldn't finish that open net. We're just going to flip away. We're going to go to the back post here. We're just going to wait a second. I'm just going to start pushing forward now on this path lane. Nice. There we go. Good shot. So, yeah, earlier, if he didn't hit that ball and left it, there wouldn't have been that counter thing. It's like pulling the rug from their feet. Then I should have just done a side flip to lift the ball up. I was trying to lift it and then get back behind it, but I had a bad touch and lifted it away. And then obviously I don't want to be too mechanical and start air rolling and flying after the ball. So we're just going to hit that hard. We know what's happening there because of their positioning. So yeah, so what happened there is we can see from their position, they're too far forward. See how they've gone into the corner? And then once we know that they're ahead of the ball, we know where it's going to go. They're going to redirect it. So you can just do that. We'll say, or you'll take the shot. We're going to backflip here. Well, at least he's here now, Kevin Official. I'm surprised these guys might be one goal away from a forfeit. And again, this just shows to me how much difficulty we had playing with that Frangie. As they have caused 2 of the goals here. Well, 100% they have. The other ones I wasn't really paying too much attention to, if I'm being honest, because I think the one was a little bit nice stuff. They got flip resets, but they don't have shots. That's interesting. Again, they don't need to touch that. We can hit that to the side here. Got to be real careful. That's a good little attempt from them. I was hoping to get the boost. I really need a pad. That'll do. Got to be real smart with my camera angle here. Ah, that was a bad flick. So I didn't want to go early. I was watching them the whole time because I was trying to be sneaky. We're just going to fake that. Let them roll around. There's no way they're scoring that. We're way too close to each other here. So I'm going to get onto the backboard. We're just going to flip that away with a half flip and then just go back onto the backboard. Just in case they have a problem. Now we're safe to grab this boost. I'm going to miss it. And we're going to go into the middle. All right, I'm waiting back here. I'm waiting back. We got a 3-goal lead. We don't want to throw this one like the last one, even though we did get the win. We did make it more difficult for ourselves. So side flip there. We can actually fly after this if we want and go for another touch. Like, that's the next stage. I'm just going to show you that, obviously, because it's 4-1 and we should have the win. So those backboard touches, you then want to start doubling up, and that's your next key skill. First key skill is to learn to drive on the backboard. Second key skill is learn to side flip off the backboard. Third key skill is to follow it up and get those pinches into the middle, and you'll be able to score all day with that because everyone pushes up. So you can be like a backboard threat by playing defense. If you're on the backboard, people go, oh god, not this guy again, because he's just going to hit it, double touch it and score. And if you get really good at that, GG, well played, you can actually start to direct those into the opponent's net. Really good. 3 games, 3 wins. And I've got to go to work right after this, so we've got time for one more, and hopefully this puts us back to where we were. So I do just in advance apologize if people are going to say, well, this is a little bit mechanical. I promise I'm using the same mechanics. I'm just being a little bit, yeah, a bit more assertive with it. It's probably the best thing to say. They are the same mechanics, but if you do them right this way, if you learn the fundamentals, you can see earlier on we had a 120 km/h shot because we've learned the fundamentals. And if you learn the fundamentals, you'd be amazed at what you can get out of them. Alright, if you were going full out, you know, you'd be able to really make it dangerous. So we were Kevin again. They were quite alright, actually. Max, we're against the Energy, Alita. I think that's who was on our team. Kibu and Don Nukes. Oh, Don Nukes. It's like pretty much the same people then. We used a lot of boost to get into that position. That was pretty bad from me. I didn't have to use that much boost. That's good stuff from Kevin. They might be able to put that in. Good stuff. Yeah, nice. Nice done. Great pass from Max to put that pressure on. So Kevin jabbed it out here. And why not? Because it was a 2v1. Good pressure there. Even if Max doesn't hit that, it's still a goal. If they actually break, they're going to score because Alita's actually can only hit that down. because they were just pushing too far forward. They didn't have very much outward momentum, and their shadow just wasn't where it needed to be. And we can fake this, we can keep faking it, and there we go. And that's why I like to go those high fakes. It lets my teammate know, actually, you can take that if you want, and it opens it up. And it was a good knowledge from the opponent, from the teammate, sorry, to know to take that. And then kept it official again. No wonder they've got the greed with it, because they just seem to be pretty damn good, this player. Again, look at that. Look at that. That's because they didn't go deep into the net and come with outward momentum. They just sort of dived on the ball. You see it all the time. Just going to side flip there. And we're just going to grab this pattern. Like little like drift there. There you go. There's another one. We are actually flying right now with this. Let's have a look what happened. Kickoff. Decent kickoff. Up in the air early. The big takeaway there is that they feathered the boost. The other big takeaway there is that should have been saved. But it wasn't. That's why sometimes just getting shots on net can work, even though it shouldn't really. But it's to do with quality shots. You need it either to be fast or high, or better yet, both. So we can wait here. Teammate's gone. I'm sorry. So we just accidentally touched that. Outside to the outside. So that just gets us past the last one. The one from last. That's a really good 50 there. So we did what we needed to get round this guy here. But then he took us out. So then it's our teammates. So you see how they're both shallow. One's pushing to the corner, the other one's shallow. So they don't have outward momentum, so it's easy for them to get the 50. Can you see what I'm saying here? If they come from out the net, they would much more likely win a 50-50. We're going to donk that. That's not the spot I was after. I was trying to hit it right on that join to help them out. We've got to be real careful here. They've sort of set them up. I'm actually going to wait here. They're looking really smartly for a bump. There's a double touch. We're going to get right behind everyone into a deeper position, so we know we've got outward momentum. That's a great little doink. What are they doing? All right, no one's come back yet. We're just going to continue to wait here. We're not really in a good position, but like I can't really do too much. There we go. We've got a bit more of a better position now. We're going to come pretty quick, and I'm going to come from the inside to outside. Win that, I'm going to grab the boost. That was what I was lacking. I thought I had a bit more boost than I did. Sorry, teammate. I really didn't think they were going to sit there like that, sort of sideways. And we can just wait here. We can just do the backflip there to try and stop it. Hopefully teammates win. Yes, they do. And we're just going to catch this. We're going to catch this and take our time. Single jump. Yep, there we go. So, again, we had the best position because we caught it. So, we're right behind the ball. Nicely done. We don't know where they're coming from 100%. I know they come in, and I see their nameplate central. So, I don't need to do too much moving around. Like, I see them coming at me. I'm like, well, I'm in a good position. I can just tap that. And again, we can just do it there, you see. You see how if you're behind, like obviously I'm a big believer, and Raid is, and obviously O'Khaled with the O'Khaled video, if you've seen that, to win a 50-50 you can turn sideways, and it's a really good way to win a 50-50. But you can also win it with your nose pointing forward if you've sort of given the space like that. So always keep that in mind. You can, as long as you're in a good position, it's fine. You don't have to turn sideways, but turning sideways does help a lot. Because it just gives you a bigger hitbox, and there's no reason not to. So this person's going to probably turn. So we're going to do a tail whip flick there, put them under pressure. We're going to come down here. I should not have got a demo. I'm going to be honest, I do not deserve that demo. No, I shouldn't have got it. They should have killed me and been alive. I definitely hit them with the side of my car. Demos are broken. That one actually worked in our favor for the ones. Okay, we're just going to jab into that, but we stay central. Okay, a lot of people would flip into that and then they take themselves out of position. That's why jabbing into the ball is so useful, because you can keep your position, and that's one of the reasons for backflip shots as well, which we'll do now just to show you. There's a backflip shot, and you can sort of see you can put the shot on, and I keep my position. So yeah, backflip shots, a lot of the old shots that people have forgotten or people don't use anymore are really effective, but the game's just changed a lot. You know, people haven't learned things we've forgotten. Some of us old timers, let's just say that. So backflip shots are actually really useful, and if you get them right, it's basically a hook shot. The only difference is once you get the contact, you do a backflip, and it just keeps your position. That's all it does. It just keeps your position. These guys getting very aggressive here. All right, fair play. They really backed me off. That's a great 50 again. Oh, that was a good fake. So I don't know why they're saying what I say. So again, if you look at this, if they don't touch that, we're fine. But you see how they touch it, which causes that 50-50 to pop. If they left it, they could not have lifted the ball up like that. They could have only hit it across the ground. And then there's two players up, and it's hard to make the save here. I don't know why they're saying what to save. But it's actually their fault. Because again, they hit a ball they didn't need to. There was no threat. They took both boosts as well. All right, we're going to head back here. Gonna grab that pad. Miss from them. We're just gonna wait here. Kevin Official can take that. Gotta be real careful. Again, they've missed it. We're gonna lift it up. And then what we can do is we can actually just side flip that. I nearly went for a double touch there. It wasn't mechanical, but you could do that if you had a bit more boost and was a bit more aggressive. And then the ball will come to us here. We're going to try and kill it. That's what I was trying to do. Really kill it. Again, Max shouldn't have gone for that. They've helped them pop it into the air. See, they're not understanding. And this is what I was on about before. Every time you go for a ball you don't need to, there's a very high chance you're actually going to help the opponent. Sorry, buddy. And that's what they've done about 3 times here. Their 50s that they didn't need to take are actually helping the opponent. Good stuff from them. Really nice stuff from Don Nukes. We're actually going to go up and try and shoot that. Double jump would have been more effective. So if they're challenging double jump, if you've got space, single jump and shoot, we're going to come sideways just because I saw that the team had been frozen pretty well there by the opponents. Ball's in the air. Okay, we're going to take this. Never mind. We could have scored that. 100% I was in the right position. If I side flip to left, that's probably going in, if I'm being honest. We're going to come here nice and deep because these guys are just going to cut the rotation here, see? And they're going to hit it from the side, which actually just centers up the ball for the opponent. Luckily, they missed a shot, but that could have been really dangerous for us. GG, well played. Don't know why that person's toxic. But there you go. The players can make the game harder again. Only hit the ball if you really need to. Otherwise, leave it to your teammates. So there we go. 4 games, 4 wins. Really playing 100% today. You know, really going for it. I'm actually out of time. Unfortunately, I've got to get ready for work. But I do appreciate everyone watching. We are where we were the episode before last. So next episode, 1 win. And we are into Div 4, I hope. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Hope this is helping. Look after yourself. And peace out. Peace.